Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Daniels. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A run to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th. And they will score! Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Stokes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Turns it on in midfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Knights will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, Logan.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive?
Snatches it on the run. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
At the 45 on his way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll try the run. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, UCF 0.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Get set, get set.
Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten...
He's got it! Touchdown, Florida! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, UCF 0.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using his feet to buy time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
That's a really good point, Grace, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status. And
the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And there he goes. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. The ball squirts free. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And now this offense will take the field again. Leaves it with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Firing to the right, complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They looked like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Got a man, it's Daniels. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Brings up second down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're trying to get to him. Now improvising. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Gorilla.
He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Defense looks as if it's coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
In the end zone.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man on the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll give it to him again.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On the ready.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares, because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Extending the play. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
He's got an open man. There he goes down the right side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
42, UCF 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
First and 10.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Got room at the 35. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll run it from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. On the move to his left. He caught it. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49, UCF 17.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Gage. After the filthy move, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 49, UCF 17.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's McIntyre. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The give to the back. Just ran him over. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to throw. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Gators are flying down the field. Wide out in motion. He'll take it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quick handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17.
Fair catch called for and made. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for a block. It's Hawkins. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He makes a grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Moves. Barrels ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They've got the beef on the field. 3 tight end set, 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
63, UCF 17.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to scoop.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach.
And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
On first down, here comes this offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They'll line up for a second down play. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.